Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Clone Wars Season 3, Episode 9. Continuing on with the chronological order, we watched Season 1, Episode 22 last, where we had Bane. That's right? Yeah, Bane. Sorry, I forgot his name for a second there. Bane successfully enacted his plan in order to free Ziro, and so far it has worked. I imagine people are going to be going after him, though. I imagine it's not just over just like that. But at least for now, it seems like he's gotten away. So I'm curious what the team will be to go after him and all that. But yeah, he's super effective at what he does. I talked about this last time. Every time we see Bane, we see him. It seems like he succeeds right away, and then the Jedi come together and go after him. And I think they managed to recover the information last time from the like hollow cube thing that they were going after. I probably called that the wrong thing, but yeah. So I'm excited to see how this continues and if we get Zero back, or maybe it doesn't even continue. But I will say I did accidentally see the title and it says Hunt for Zero, so pretty sure it does continue. So anyway, let's get this episode started here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Love comes in all shapes and sizes. Interesting. Obi-Wan. Quinlan Voss. A new Jedi? Ooh, this is a cool planet. I think I've heard that name before, I just don't know where. Quinlan Voss? It might have just been other people talking about Star Wars. Okay. Alright. So even the council doesn't really. He has to have like blackmail over them. Oh, really? It looks pretty badass. Nah, Lahata. I know they said that before, but I was too busy gawking at the planet. Alright. Always fun to see Obi-Wan teamed up with people he's not a fan of. They just always have dancing girls. Hey, we've seen that one. Crazy to me. I mean, it's probably mean to say, but it's a fake character, so who cares? That voice can come from that thing. It feels like every time it talks, it should sound like a kazoo. Oh, interesting. What does she want to know? Damn. Just got them to fight each other. Is that... Oh my god. Oh. Halowick. What's her name? Gardula, I think? Is that... Did she use her own name when she said Gardula wants to know which one of you is stronger? I think he's manipulating her. That look on his face. Ugh! Why your fluid sack? That's... That's awkward. Alright, so they're just... Do they have, like, permission to be here at all or anything? Or are they just coming in? I mean... Oh, well, I guess they're escorted by guards. Nope. Oh, that's Gardula. Okay, so that was not Gardula. Was not talking third person. did like a force move on it. He was able to like. That's where I heard the name from. Okay. Yeah, Bane's here. Oh, shit. Okay. So, I watched a playthrough of Jedi Survivor. And Cal Kestis has the ability to touch objects and sense things. And I'm pretty sure the people I watched mentioned, oh, so he has the ability like Quinlan Voss. I think that was what it was. I love Bane, man. But not that tide. So we have the Jedi going after him and Bane going after him now. To offense rather than offense and defense. Hmm. Is this where he's hiding the notes that he has on the huts? Oh shit! Man, he sensed enough to dodge it, but not to dodge the rat. Nice. He just watched. Yeah, they don't get along. That's cool. Like one of those little. Is it called a pontoon boat that has like the big fan on the back? Hmm. Oh. Son. Mama. That voice. Hmm. What happened to Ebor? What? Everybody. Alright. He's really upset about it. Oh, well. They're falling behind a bit. Fuck your door. Mmm. Cad. Mmm. Fuck your door. Yep, so he is going for the diary, just not exactly where I thought it was gonna be. Oh, that's why he stayed on the planet. What does she think happened? Didn't have the gut to tell her that she ran away or died? Did I understand that wrong? Oh shit. So she's working him. Damn. Damn. He did. I think anyway. It looked like death to me. God damn it, what's her name now? They're just one step behind. Is there something here that he'd be able to touch to sense the lady? Not me! Is that what he stayed to do? I didn't do it! Mmm. You got a quick draw. Damn, Bane. He's gonna get away from two Jedi again, isn't he? What a badass. I took out his foothold. Ah, damn you. Little droid. I actually think I wrote down Little Droid's name, but I can't remember it now. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, I didn't. Never mind. I died. Oh shit! Oh. One gun down. Wait, what? Oh my god, he's fighting with a laser. Okay, not very long. Damn, Bane. Oh shit! Nice, he just kept going. Fuck Obi-Wan. Oh my god, he has all kinds of gadgets. I'm pretty sure he was shooting from the little, like, wrist things he has too, right? Because we saw him just like that, and, like, shots are coming out. After he lost the gun. Oh. Yep, he got away. Damn. That smile. Laughing maniacally. Well, alright. That is it for episode 9. That was a good one, man. I want the voice. Who's the voice? Wait, did they do both voices? Wait, hold on. Is she Snoodles? I feel like that'd be her name. Hold on. Sai Snoodles also did Gardula's voice. That's funny. The same voice actress did it. Sai Snoodles. That sounds like it'd be her name. Yep. That is it. That's funny. I am gonna write that name down. Give me 1 second. Sai Snoodles. Okay. Yeah, I was just curious because I don't know if I missed it or what, but I think we saw her in the movies. And even when I just looked her up, I'm pretty sure I saw what she looks like in the movies. So I knew I've seen her before. I wasn't sure if it was in the Clone Wars or if it was in the movies, but yeah. Okay. Cool. So we had Obi-Wan together with Quinlan Voss in order to go after Ziro. And like I talked about during the reaction, the reason I've heard that name before was because, like I said, I watched a playthrough of Jedi Survivor, whatever the full name is. For some reason I can't recall the full name of the game. But yeah, Cal Kestis has the same ability to touch things and sense things from them. And the people that I watched knew a lot about Star Wars, and I believe they said it's the same as Quinlan Voss. So that's really cool to actually meet. Because I mean, sure, I don't know if that name has come up anywhere else in like the first 6 movies or everything I've seen so far. I don't recall it being in the content, but so like sure you could technically call it as like a but I forgot until I saw it. So like sure maybe it was a spoiler, but I didn't think of it until I saw it, you know? So I don't think it's too big of a deal. And it's kind of cool to like, that's one of the things that's fun about watching this is I get to watch the other content, because a lot of the content creators I watch that I watch a lot of reactions and stuff like that, and some of the content creators are big into Star Wars, and they make a lot of Star Wars references and stuff like that. And a lot of them just go right over my head because I haven't seen enough. But I get really excited when I start to understand the references, you know? Have you ever gotten that itch where you're like watching someone or your friend talks about something and they reference something you haven't seen and now you just feel this like urge to see it? I get that a lot. So but yeah, regardless of all that, they don't seem to get along very much. He has Quinlan Vos seems to have a very aggressive style. He just kind of like runs face first in, doesn't think it through too much, seemingly just like cutting down the door of them, even though like they're supposed to be friendly with the Hutts and all of that, you know, just causing problems on this planet of people they're supposed to be friendly with. Obviously Obi-Wan is just thinking of like the diplomatic approach and all that. So but yeah, nice. I for some reason it's always fun to me to see Obi-Wan just team up with someone that he's not the biggest fan of. I don't know why. But I feel like he handles it pretty good for the most part, so I think maybe that's why it's fun to me. Anyway. Yeah, man, Bane. Like, yeah, sure, Ziro. Like, I felt like Ziro was manipulating Sai. And it turns out that Sai was manipulating Ziro as well. Had no problems killing him. I like how she got so upset that, I mean, I don't know if she just did this as a job and she used the excuse of being like, this is what you get for breaking my heart. But now, they did mention, like, Ziro said I was forced to get you off Coruscant. Now, to me, that means there's a chance that what happened that broke her heart was before he was arrested. But my first instinct when she said that, I was like, he got arrested. What do you want from him? You know, you're the one that didn't go visit him in jail. But it is what it is. Like I said, I feel like after that conversation about Coruscant and what happened there, I feel like it might not have been the it might have been before he got arrested. So what he did to piss her off. The Hut Planet looked pretty cool. It's kind of what oh, Toto. Seth Green is the voice actor. Yeah, I see the name now, and that reminded me the robot is Toto. Anyway. Distractions. The Hut Planet is cool. I feel like it looks exactly what I'd expect from like a slug type race of what their planet would look like, and Mama was something interesting, alright. That voice was like reverberating in my ears the whole time. It was pretty wild. Now, I don't know if it's ever gonna come back again, but they mentioned, like, Ybor. It sounds just like another family member, like another son, potentially, that was killed for some, like, God rest his soul or whatever she said. Or just rest his soul, maybe, is what she said. But yeah, so that's interesting. Like I said, don't know if that will ever come up for anything, but I have the name written down, and I will promptly forget it, most likely. But anyway, the Bane Man coming in, doing his thing, being able to fight off 2 Jedi alone. I mean, he had Toto to distract a little bit there, but he didn't do too much. Most of it was just Bane, and he managed to get away after all this again. So he is just scrappy, man. Like, obviously, he had to do it on the run the whole time. It's 2 against 1. They are Jedi. He had to back away and just keep them at bay the best he can while he got to the ship. But like he got Anakin down at that one point. Luckily, I don't know if Bane is the type of person to kill someone that isn't part of his job. I mean, I guess he technically didn't have to blow up at the Senate building, right? When they had all those bombs around him. They were just gonna blow him up even though they didn't really need to. But they did it, they detonated it anyway, so maybe he would've. Like, if Quinlan Vos wasn't there and Obi-Wan was alone on this one, could Bane have killed Obi-Wan right there? obviously we know where Obi-Wan dies, but you know, despite the meta aspect, just thinking in story wise, I wonder if he would have ever done that, or maybe he wouldn't have because it would have like incurred the wrath. But once again, there were Jedi around the bombs that he had, so that would have also incurred the wrath when he detonated those. So yeah, I don't know. It's pretty crazy to think about. So that always gets me when like these characters like I mean it's a very TV show thing to do, so it doesn't bother me, and it, like don't get me, it definitely does not bother me, but just how like characters always like squeeze out of some situations, and at least this one had a good reason. I like this one because, you know, Quinlan Voss went right at him, so he didn't have time to try and finish him off, right? He was like zapping him, keeping him at bay from moving, and before he could make any kind of other move against him, Quinlan Voss jumped in. There's some shows where people just like let people live for no reason, and it's like it's crazy how often that happens in TV. It always like throws me off guard. Man, the voice actress for yeah, I think that's a actress. Mama the Hutt, MF80. I'm not sure if that was the droid that was translating, maybe. And then Chorus Girl. 3 voices in this episode, seemingly. Crazy. Oh man, alright. I know I talked about it briefly already, but touching objects, like, to sense things is a pretty cool power. Like, I would love to have that in our world where so much history, like, as long as it could be done for, like, a long time away. I don't know if it wears off ever, right? Like, after 100 years, you can no longer sense it anymore. But if it doesn't, oh man, I would love to have that power and just go sense, like, historical objects, like, and just try to learn more about the history. Like, I don't know, I saw some article about, like, it might have been an old article too, so I don't know how long ago it was, but like a new piece of the, oh shit, what's it called? It has to do with Gilgamesh, like the Epic of Gilgamesh or something like that. Like a new part of it was found. I'd love to go just like touch that with that power and just sense and get like a, maybe even if it's just like a brief feel of like what it was like back then, and like a glimpse of Gilgamesh and if he's even real and stuff like that, you know? Like, maybe it would ruin history for me because I would find out stuff that I wouldn't want to know, right? But I just think it'd be so interesting to have that ability. But anyway, yeah, it was a real fun episode. I love the fighting against Bane was great. I'm glad they didn't just let him go. Sometimes I feel like they just let some of these like bounty hunters get away just cuz, but no, this was a big offense. He assaulted the Senate and all that, so Obi-Wan had to try to take him in. But Ziro's dead, man. Like, I did not expect that to happen. He was in the movie. We've had this arc of getting him out and everything, but no, he's gone. And the Hutt's got the dirt on him that Ziro had, and the Hutt's just came out all up on this one. And now that, since Bane wasn't the one that took care of the situation, he probably doesn't even get paid for this one. So he went that whole fight against the Jedi and everything to not get paid. Obviously, he got paid for the first job of getting Ziro out, but yeah, so this was just a headache for Bane. Nothing beneficial. Unless he got some money up front and he can just like run away with that, I don't know. But yeah. So yeah. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for me. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more. 2 episodes ahead of time on there through the early access tier. There's also shows on the Patreon tier the Patreon show tier that have not been released yet. So check out that if you want more content from me, where you can get entire shows before they even get released to my YouTube. Currently, there's Last of Us on there that hasn't been released, Watchmen, Shogun, and I started The Expanse now. And then for anime, there is the rest of Symphogear, there's all of Frieren, and I started solo leveling. So check all that out if you want some more content from me. Links are in the description below, should be popping up on the screen, and I will see you guys in my future reactions. Bye-bye.